Of them for Liam Reardon to pay $11.80 and $3.80. Carry On Camping at $6.80 gave plenty of cheek. 9 beats 13. 3 and 10 battling it out for third and fourth. One to come with Adam Crittenden today from Yarra Valley. Seventh event starts the Qlty, and it's the feature, the Festival Stakes at Group 3 grade from Rosehill. Let's see how the bookmakers are playing here. Rustic Steel is the Gately on topper. Favourite, but getting out from 380 to 440. It's no longer the favourite. Grabini, the new favourite. 440, 480 into 420. So Grabini's the bookmaker's favourite. It's a joint favourite with Rustic Steel, tab fixed. Fine point is $6 into 480 back to 5, being sounded out to beat both. Williamsburg 850 into 8 back to 850. The rest are at double figures, and there's support for Tazarel down the bottom gator. Scratched last week to be safe for this. It's $14 into $12 for the Snowden Zach Lloyd.
Yeah, I thought it was really well placed last week. Obviously, they had a plan to save up for this harder race. But look, he's trialled well for the return. His last fresh run was a good win. Randwick benchmark 78 grade, and he came from last to sort of win sort of running away, and then beat King of the Castles. You can tie that form in with a few key rivals here too.
Rustic Steel, we're riding with your top pick right now for Sam Clipperton and Chris Lee's a $500,000 deep field. He's had 2 runs back from a lengthy break of 11 months.
Yeah, he looks about ready, I think, third up. I mean, obviously he could do with another win, but, on the clock. But that was only 4 starts ago when he won the big dance, and he profiles well here, third up to 1,500, and bit of jar out of the track, only a positive.
And he's hard in the market for the Ingham next week as a $6 chance. Also in the market at tab for that is Grabini at $8, and Lob's here with no weight again on its back, and he's pretty smart, Grabini.
Yeah, he is. I'm a bit of a fan. My second pick, he had excuses with the heat stress fresh in the Silver Eagle. And then he beat a key rival here in PHEARSON. There was a gap to third. The winner since run well again. And he's got a third up profile. He won at that stage of the campaign last time in.
Your third pick here is Fine Point. Covered ground first up. Second up last preparation. Ran third to Roots in the Group 2 Emancipation of this track and trip.
Yeah, that reads well, doesn't it? And this girl is a good second up mare. And you wouldn't think it'd be wide from gate 1, and that was the case first up when they were forced to cover ground off a good trial. And
then there's Williamsburg as the other one in single figures, returning from Victoria. Saves its best for wet tracks.
He does that, and he gets the 7 here. Draws out, and he can do with a win, but he stays down in the weights. And look, I'm just not 100% sure how genuine he is, but with a bit of luck here, and if others don't have it, he's in the mix.
First run in 1948, the Festival Stakes. Last year, Dajran won it, beating Miravision and Kerwin's Lane. Ellsberg beat Stockman the year before. Outrageous in 2020. Rainier in 2019. A Group 3 for $250,000 to start the Qlty, the Festival Stakes with Darren.
By Tim Clark. Beaten out of sight in the Hunter. Looking to bounce back today, Dajran. Rustic Steel is the favourite, was hitting the line quite well, having got a long way back from the outside draw in the Hunter, and 420 is the call. Rustic Steel rated at 104, and Grabini, the other equal favourite, off a rating of 86. And there's many kilos between them in the weights. Kira McAvoy aboard Grabini. Well, the rain stayed away, so that's got to be a plus for Tazarel resuming. Was explosive first up last year. There's the light. Ready now for the Festival Stakes. Racing now. That's a great line out. Military Expert pinged out. Fine Point pushing through. Felix Majestic and PHEARSON as well. So PHEARSON's going on with the job on the outside of Felix Majestic. Fine Point's going to get a great spot. Then Military Expert and Rustic Steel's pretty handy. Dajran deeper out trying to improve. Caught pretty wide. Now in the second half of the field, we've got Tazarel there. Banju is beaten for speed. He's cast. He's right off the track. Over on the inside then Superior and Grabini out wide, and dropping back to last is Williamsburg. So going on with the job now, PHEARSON, working up on the outside. We're getting down to the rails now with Dajran striding to second. PHEARSON a half in front to Dajran. Felix Majestic took a set. Fine Point fourth, the rails. Banju's off the course. They're followed then by Superior in the rails. Rustic Steel in between the Military Expert. Further back to Tazarel from Grabini, second last. Williamsburg sees them all. PHEARSON a narrow leader on the corner from last year's winner Dajran. Then Fine Point from Felix Majestic, Banjo, Military Expert pulling to the outside. Rustic Steel strung up between runners. Clipperton gets the favourite into the clear. About 5 off the lead. It's Fearson and Daj Run. Fearson the inside at Daj Run. Rustic Steel's running on. Grabini coming right down the outside. Fearson showing a good kick, a length and a half clear from Rustic Steel, who's trying hard. Williamsburg needs a run. Fearson just in front. Williamsburg's out. Fearson clings on just. Fearson by a short half head to Williamsburg. It probably should have won it. Then Rustic Steel third, followed by Superium Tazaro late. Then came Grabini from Daj Run, Fine Point, Banjo, Military Expert and Felix Majestic.
Fearson will just win, but I think it's safe to say Williamsburg should have Gator. He will just miss on its outside.
Yeah, he just needed clearer running a bit earlier, didn't he? And he was a bit unlucky. But Fearson up front, out of trouble, and gave a strong kick, so no knock there.
Lightly raced 6-year-old's fifth career win is his most significant. The Group 3 Festival Stakes will go the way of Fearson for Brad Whittapan, for Tom Sherry, who gets a double. And Williamsburg will just miss number 14 and run second. 2's run third, 13 fourth. There's the photo to prove the win.